Welcome to Trending Faith here on GCU TV. My name is Ashley Romantic, and let's get right into our question. Will we know who our family members were when we are in heaven? Will it matter to us who our immediate family was? And I'm going to direct this question towards you, Jason.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's one that we can't answer directly from what we find in the Bible, but there are a number of things that we do find there, I think, that speak to it. So, for instance, we might assume that God sort of thinks of us as individuals, kind of breaks us down, male, female, really simple sorts of things. Mm-hmm. But biblically, there's a lot of attention to the whole of who we are and how we interact with one another. So every nation, tribe, tongue, and language is represented at the throne at the end of time. And so people are praising him from all of these various backgrounds. Well, those are distinguishing factors. We know that different tribes, tongues, nations, people speaking different languages are identified, and they're identified as groups before the throne in heaven. There are a few other places where we see those kinds of distinguishing factors mentioned. A few passing comments in the Old Testament, like a person dying who's gathered to Abraham's bosom, or a person gathered to his people after he dies. Sounds like there's a connection to people that the individual knew during this life. We can't say, okay, when I get to heaven, I'll have a really close relationship with my spouse. We know people are not given in marriage in heaven, nor do they marry. We know some things like that. But there does seem to be a sense in which we are significantly going to be connected to people who we knew before, and we will be identified by some of the things that are still significant even in this life. Race, connections with respect to communities, family, and so on. So we don't have a direct passage. You can't quote chapter and verse, but I think there's every reason to believe that the relationships that we have now will matter into eternity.
I got a great sense that my family is not going to want to know me. So I don't know if that's a good contribution to the answer to that question, but I really appreciate what Jason had to say. I think the Scriptures just has an amazing amount of information about things that we need to know about this life, and other parts of it that are sometimes silent. But those are great implications to what heaven might be like. I think it'll be interesting to know what heaven's going to be like in terms of the great experience of it. I mean, I don't know that I could add anything to what Jason said. It was great. So,
well, I hope that answers your question. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email them to us at trendingfaith@gcu.edu or use the hashtag trendingfaith.